Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 43 of the Everton Motor Racing Podcast. Jacob, who is number 43?
Xavi Artigas and someone else who I'm struggling to remember right
Jack
now.
Miller, maybe, yeah. And our podcast guest, I don't know if you may have seen the title. You've definitely seen the title. Our podcast guest, Simon Jespersen.
Hey!
Hello, everyone.
Hello. It's nice to have you on. You have been incredibly welcome. Like, I did the bloody poll to try and see, who should we get on a guest on? And you dominated it. I know you said you sent a load of people to put your name in there, but...
No. Let's not talk about that.
Hey, a win's a win.
Yeah, dubs all round, mate. You're on the podcast, so...
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, you're...
I mean, I'm following, your account a lot, so it's kind of interesting to also listen to other people's podcasts, and now I'm here also to, talk about myself and talk about my career, let's say.
Yeah, because I think you followed my account. I think I followed you back for like 4 years or something stupid like that. It's been a long ass time, because it was like way back in you in like Moto 3, the Chev Moto 3.
What?
And even before that,
a long time ago.
Red Bull Rookies, and
Ooh,
I remember all that,
thanks.
Rookies, all that shit. So for some of you who might not know Simon, I don't know how you would know, because the kid is quite popular on social media. He is at the moment, last year, he raced in the Spanish Championship in Supersport Series, came third overall in the championship.
Nice.
And this year, he is racing in the CIV, the Italian Championship, on the Ducati V2, which seems to be taking over. Things like everyone went to Yamaha, now Ducati's coming about, and now everyone's on the Ducati now, which is interesting. And
yeah, I mean, everyone is on the Ducati. I don't know, because I just heard from people that actually nobody signed up in the ESPK, the Spanish one, with Ducati. Like, everyone is still on the Yamaha, I think. And actually, this I heard from a friend that this GM Fuel or something team, they moved to Ducati, but then they changed back to Yamaha. So I'm not really sure of how many is moving to the red brand.
The red brand. We'll get into the Ducati in a bit, and your thoughts on the Ducati, because you have already tested it with... You were out on track the other week with a whole host of names, including Johan Zarco, I'm assuming Pedro Costa, Jaume Masia. I'm sure you can give me some more names.
Yeah, Jorge Martin and Albert Reyes, I think. Who else was there? Santa was in the same box as mine, and
Nice.
Fermin Aldeguer and Daniel Gado, you name it, etc.
You're
There's
riding
a lot
with
of
the
people
stars.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a busy
No,
man, then.
These 3 days was kind of something that Xavi Forés were building up. He built it up last year, like, getting these track days for professional riders, let's say, because it's quite difficult for us to let's say, go to a track day where we can say normal people or hobby riders are going there, and it's really difficult for us to, get in a rhythm or test things, because we can get caught up in traffic or something really easy. So it's nice to have some people that are more or less in the same speed, and we can have, like, much more of a flow, let's say.
Yeah, cool. Sick. I mean, you are a bloody busy man, and you are so hard to get a hold of. Like, you and me were talking and trying to get this booked in, right? It's 10 o'clock now, your time, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, I've had to rearrange my day to get this in. Like, and we're looking for like the next 3 weeks, and we can't fit it in anywhere, because you're bloody riding with Maria Herrera and just doing all sorts of shit. And mate, you're a busy man.
I mean, this week has been really busy for me, because I've been doing a lot of testing on the new Ducati, and I've been doing some supermoto. Just got my new supermoto, which I'm really stoked to have, and being able to train on that right now.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I gotta go to Madrid, which is a 4 hours drive, and I have to go training with Herrera, and
Oh
a
no.
lot of, I think, and I have to go straight back doing flat track with Mikhail, which is living on the track, gas karting with me. And then I have to go further on to some more testing with the Ducati, and it's just the whole month is just, wow, it's
Mate.
really.
You got such a tough life, mate. I wouldn't trade lives with you. No way.
So hard done by.
Yeah, well, especially when I'm in a different country than I'm born in. I'm living in Spain, and I'm here by myself, so I don't really have any. It's kind of hard to fit in the whole week by yourself. I mean, okay, you learn it quite easy and quite fast. But yeah, just the thing that you have to do everything your own way, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite stressful for the head.
Yeah, I can imagine, mate. And are you like your own guy? Do you have a manager or anything like that? Or are you your own man?
I mean, I have my dad I'm calling sometimes to get some help.
Nice.
But else I'm sorting out my own plans and stuff like that. I don't have any managers. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have money for it, so I have to do it the low budget way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Some managers can be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, reeling everything back because we've got on a bit of a tangent there.
Yeah.
Start the podcast. Every time we have a guest, you already know what's coming. Every time we have a guest, we open the podcast and we ask them what 5 songs you currently listen to. Now I know you got pretty decent music taste, right? So I'm holding some high hopes for this, some pretty high hopes. So, what 5 songs?
Hold on.
Okay,
you've just said decent music taste.
Yeah.
Now, me and you have very different tastes, so this could go either way. Let's have a look.
Well, okay, so I've listened to the other podcasts, and I heard Dominic. He told that he had a really open, let's say, taste of music.
He didn't answer the fucking question, to be honest.
No,
he didn't answer the question.
I'm coming to it.
No, he didn't.
Basically, my taste of music is also really really can be anything. But I'd say that the top 5 songs that I'm listening to right now is probably, I don't even know if you know them, but they're so different.
Go on, hit me.
I think the one is called Infinity by Oma something. It's like some kind of African African music. Okay. It's got a really good beat, and then some remix from Bad Habits of Ed Sheeran.
Oh god, man.
But listen,
I'll take that back. You ain't got good music.
Like it all. No, but here comes the thing. So basically, for my own, I'm listening to a lot of rap, and my parents really hate it. So if we talk about the rap, I listen a lot to Moneybagg Yo. I don't know if you know them. These rappers. So that's why it's really difficult for me to say exactly what kind of songs I'm listening to.
Well, that geezer.
I guess
what we tend to do is go on your Spotify or wherever you listen on, go on your own repeat and your top 5 that come up on there, basically.
Okay, let's say. So I'm just gonna choose this playlist. I have a song called KUKU by Eli. I know he's from Albania or something. Okay. Isn't that how you say it? And then I have Shots with Imagine Dragons.
Right, okay.
I just added this Meet Me Halfway with Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, mate,
fucking throwback.
Fucking tune!
Because I heard it on TikTok, and I was like, damn, I gotta have this on my playlist again.
Yeah, man.
Throwback, wow.
And not to the high hopes that you said, Declan. Rao Alejandro.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, mate.
Here we go. Dex in his fucking element now.
I think you're calling it Medallo or something.
That's what I'm
listening to.
Is it his newest song? Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Medallo.
Yes, and then just basically the Spanish songs is I don't know.
Spanish songs.
I can go to my rap. There's this new song called Pushin' P.
Right.
With Gunna and Future and Young Thug. They're some rappers.
Oh yeah, I know which one you mean. I haven't heard it, but I know which one you mean.
Yeah, no, it's kind of on Instagram also, because this Push and P, they don't really know what it means. Neither do I. So, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you got the Raul Alejandro in there, so it's you're doing good. Yeah, he dropped another single actually, like from the Vice Versa album the other week, and I was like, oh, the Desperados, that one. And I was like, it's a banger.
Oh God,
it's a banger. Then there's this Barbie Girl, you know.
Oh yeah,
Domi.
Yeah, a bit of Barbie Girl, you know, a bit of My Little Pony. Yeah,
absolute banger.
Fucking tune, mate. Yeah, well, you did answer the question properly.
How many did I get though?
Probably like 12. So,
yeah, more than
5. It's all right. So, yeah, Dommy, at least you answered the question, because Dommy didn't even answer it. He was like, oh, yeah, my music taste is broad, and I like Barbie Girl, and what is it? It's Friday then. Like,
I think you answered more your own question than Dommy did.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Because the whole point of the question is that eventually a playlist will be made with everyone's songs on it. But it can't do that if we didn't answer the fucking question.
Pretty much.
Just saying,
yeah.
Fucking hell. But yeah, so I wanna take it way back even further to the start of your career. Obviously, how did you get into racing? And you know, were your family into racing? Were your dad a racer? Your mum a racer? What happened? Why did you get on a bike?
Yeah. Well, I got into racing quite late. I started when I was 14. I think. Yeah, I was 14.
14.
God, that is late.
Yeah,
that is late.
Yeah. I'm 20 now, so yeah, it's. But anyways, I've always been in the racing world. Let's say because my dad, he used to do motocross, back in 98, 19 in the 80s, I think.
The 80s.
And he did world championship there, level. I think I asked him and he said top 15. So nothing like, you know, brilliant. He wasn't champion or anything at all, but he was in the motocross world. And then when he got older and got my sister, he moved to road racing. And he was racing that until he was 54 or something.
Jeez, so old.
and when he was 54, he actually became Danish champion on the superbikes.
Fucking hell!
That is broad.
That just says how bad the level is. But yeah, So then when he stopped, that was like the time where I started. And I was 14 there, but anyways, I've always been there with my dad, you know, for the race weekends, but mostly playing with knights and animals and so on top of the bikes. And then, I mean, my dad never really pushed me or tried to make me ride a bike. He did once, actually. And I remember that. It was back into I was how old I was. I was not even 8, I think. And he bought me this 65cc or something, and he could basically run away from me. That slow I was. And I told him that if I crash, you gotta pick me up. If not, I don't wanna ride. And then I was so unlucky that I crashed like on the other side of a hill that he couldn't see me. So he never came. And then I picked it up myself and I came back angry, really angry. And I just cried. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I just gave him the bike and I went into the car and I sat in the car until we went home. And then I didn't race any bike or watched anything until I was around 13. And my dad took me out with one of my friends to a go-kart track in Denmark, and I went there and I thought we were just gonna look on the bikes for some people riding, I don't know. And then I told my dad going there, like, I'm not gonna ride, am I? And he said, yeah, of course. But he never told me. So out of nowhere, I was sitting on this bike with my leather on and a helmet. It was like an 80cc or something. And I completed that day, did one crash, and I kind of just fell in love with it. I guess the age just made me a little bit more, let's say, I don't really know, what can you say? Like
mature, I guess.
Yeah, like mature, and I think I kind of understood like the feeling of the adrenaline and so on. So it kind of caught me in that moment. And I said to my dad that I really wanna try this. And then he said, "Well, first of all, you gotta learn how to ride a motocross bike." And then I was like, "Nope, I'm not doing it because I remember what happened back then."
Yeah.
But then 1 week later, I had some time thinking, and I was like, "Okay, Dad, this motocross thing, could we maybe try it?" And then it kind of started there. He learned me how to use the clutch, and basically everything started from there. And I kind of like my progress the first year of riding. It was like on this NSF 100. It went really quick, and I learned really quick also, and I decided already the first year that I started riding to enter the Danish championship. We were like 6 riders or something total.
Fucking hell, 6 riders.
Yeah.
That's a stacked field, that is.
Yeah.
And like these riders that I rode against, they were like people that I already looked up to because like back from the time where I started on the small go-kart track the first time. But by the end of the season, I actually won the Danish championship. And after that, I didn't really know what to do.
Yeah.
So then my dad tried to like find the best solution of what bike I could move up to, because at that time it was really difficult finding something, from an NSF 100, 8 horsepower. What can you move up to,
Yeah.
especially when you don't have any championships in Denmark.
Yeah, of course.
So he decided to buy this 250cc Honda, the one they use in European Talent Cup. And we sent it to Spain, and we actually used the whole winter training on it and just doing a lot of kilometers. And then we signed up for the German championship IDM in 2015.
Damn.
Yeah.
Canal. Fair play.
Nice.
I don't know how much more I should say.
No, it's all right. Yeah,
there are no plans to talk about.
So you did the IDM. So you started at 14, right? And you made it to the Junior Moto 3 World Championship and the Red Bull Rookies when there are now riders who are I'm going to try and word this right. Riders who were younger now in the Rookies than you were when you started. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And yet you still made it into the Rookies. Like, you must have been freaking quick. Like, quick straight from the go, like straight from the bat.
Yeah, I mean, my dad kind of teach me as much as he could, as fast as he could. But the only thing that was like the minus was the experience, because it's not something that you can teach. It's something you have to gain by time.
Yeah.
But like every season that went on, we always moved on to another championship, and basically the 2015 in IEDM, it was like kind of a learning year for me on the big bikes, and also racing against more people and more experienced people. And then 2016, I did the same championship, and I actually finished second in the championship. And I think this guy Dirk Geiger, who's doing the IDM
yeah, I
did.
Yeah,
he won it.
Jeez.
And actually the same year that Jason won the Open Moto 3 IDM championship or something.
Yeah.
And then we were kind of stuck there because there were no championships that we could move like onto. and we didn't really want to already move up to the 600s, because it's just
a big jump in it.
yeah, it's really big jump.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we were there at the winter, thinking of what we could do, and then suddenly this championship pops up, the Spanish one, which is the Hawkers European Talent Cup.
European Talent Cup, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we signed up for that, and we did as the other winters, taking the bike to Spain and just training on it in the winter, and trying to be ready for this championship. But we knew that level is going to be really high because it's Spanish people, obviously. Like, you expect
Spanish people on Spanish tracks, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't know any of the tracks that we were going to ride on. I didn't know any of the riders. I was kind of lost. And then actually it came as a surprise for the first race in Albacete. I ended up winning the first race and finishing in top 5 in race 2, and then the whole season just fighting for the championship. But I ran into some technical problems with the bike, like breaking the clutch plates and so on.
So you won your debut race in the European Talent Cup?
Yeah.
Easy, man. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the commentators didn't even know how to pronounce where I came from and what language I spoke and so on. I was just so, out of the... Yeah, nobody really expected it. It was kind of cool, and it was my first interview, and it was the most shit interview I've ever... I'm never seeing that video again.
I've got it here. 2017. There you go, Simon Jespersen. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, and you're racing against some bloody quick guys, Michael Kawakami, Manuel Gonzalez, Andreas Perez, Alejandro Diaz, Victor Rodriguez, bloody hell, Max Kirk.
Some tough guys back then, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Yavi Artigas, oh my god. Barry Baltus,
yeah. Was that the year Artigas won the title?
No, Manu won it that year.
Manu won it.
Yeah, okay. Manu won the first year there.
Yeah.
And well, that was in 2017.
Yeah.
And we knew that the reward, let's say, from finishing top 5 was something, they said, but they didn't really say what. And in the end of the season, I finished actually 5th. And then just before, when was it? Just before the season finished, there was the Red Bull rookie selection. And that was my last selection that I could go to. You have to go to 3 or something.
Yeah.
And if you don't get selected for anyone, it's just bad luck.
That sucks.
So I didn't get selected for that one. But then after the last race in Valencia in 2017, my dad got a call from one guy from Dorna, and said that I was selected for the rookies for 2018.
That I guess the rider pulled out or something like that.
Well, Manuel had already been there. And I think I don't really remember who was in the. It was Manuel who was second. I think Alex Toledo or something.
Oh yeah.
But he was a Spanish guy at that time, and there was already a lot of Spanish guys in the rookies. And then there was 2 others which probably had already been there or something. I don't really know. So I ended up getting selected.
Nice.
And then I was in the rookies, and
what was that feeling like?
Has just happened so quick, What
was that feeling like? When you get the phone call, by the way, you're in the Rebel rookies.
Well, I mean, the whole day I was just smiling. You could tell the most bad thing to me, and I'd still be smiling. Yeah. It was really, really nice to hear those news, and I couldn't really believe it at the start because I was the first Danish person to enter the Red Bull Rookie Cup, and I remember back in 2015 in IDM. Yeah, it was back then. We were like this support class or something for MotoGP. So we were at Sachsenring, and Red Bull Rookie Cups was also there. And I remember I went to the tent they have, and I got the permission to go into the tent and look, and I saw like these chairs where it says pro riders only, and it just caught me. I was like, oh, I gotta be there. And now you're one of them, you know. So it was really, really nice news to get.
Yeah, I bet 100%. And what did you do in 2018 then? Did you also do the FIM-Chev or Met3 or?
Yeah, I did the FIMCV Junior World Championship.
Yeah.
But this year was probably one of the really, let's say, most difficult years.
Struggling to find your name.
Yeah. I mean, moving from the Honda to the Rookie Cup bike was really difficult. Because basically the only bikes that I've ridden was the NSF 100 and the NSF 250. And I just never really felt comfortable until the end of the season. And I moved to the Junior World Championship basically to, let's say, get some more riding time on the KTM. My dad ended up buying a KTM 250 from 2014 or 15 or something.
Yeah.
Just to get more kilometers on kind of the same chassis. But in the end, it just ended up being a really bad year. I got in contact with some bad people, which you can find in the sport. And you know, money wise, you have to be really careful on which people you're getting in contact with. And that kind of made my season, let's say, I wasn't really able to focus a lot on the rookies and the Junior World Championship. So like after the season, we were like, yeah, we should probably just not been riding the Junior World Championship, if you get me, just to focus more on the Rookie Cup.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just the experience you gain.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I did the whole rookie season, and actually, I think the first races was really bad because I mean, I didn't feel like I belonged in the championship in the start, because everyone was so like they were so professional, you know. But then in the end of the season, I kind of like understood the meaning of how to attack these race weekends and so on. Learned a lot. And when we went to Assen, suddenly I in the practice I finished like P2 or something. And then pre-practice 2 I finished top 5, and then in the qualifying, in the last minutes, I had red sectors for pole position, and then I crashed. God. And then for race 1, I stalled the bike, and then in race 2, I crashed.
Man.
Just bad luck, and I ended up taking really many points. Like, I think I took from that weekend, I took points every race after that, and actually finished off pretty good. Some P12s and so on in the races, and then I was about to prepare myself for an extra year. And I felt like, you know, okay, this was a year that I needed to understand how it works, this kind of world, you know. But unfortunately, they only gave me one, and I had to find some other things for the future.
That sucks, because you did obviously the FIM-Chev Met3 in 2018 and 2019. You're on that black and orange bike, wasn't it? It's quite nice, actually.
You know, we kind of ran black most of the season, but because we just... Okay, here's the thing. In Junior World Championship and in European Championship, my whole career, I've only been together with my dad. Kind of like Santa. But the thing is, my dad haven't really, like, he doesn't have the same knowledge about like telemetry data and all this kind of stuff. And we could only afford for one mechanic, and well, actually two, but sometimes we had to go with one, and that was like one of the toughest things, because it's really different going in a team where you're only 3 people in the team. Actually, my mom was also in the team, going to change tires and so on.
What hero?
My mom is a hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, and looking at the other teams, being 12 mechanics around one rider, just says a lot about the performance.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I did then the 2019 season as well. And I felt like I could do a lot better, like maybe getting top 10s. But then for the preseason, I made this. I was really unlucky, kind of mistake. But how can you say this? I talked with my dad. I said I want to try to do a little bit more motocross, and we signed up for a race.
Oh God, I know it's coming.
just before the season started, and it was a really good weekend. Started out really good, qualified really good, and then the race came.
Here we
it
go.
was my the first time I did a race in motocross, and I think the first lap I was about to crash like 3 times, bumping into riders and so on, and then we kind of got spread out. And there was this girl leading, obviously. So, and I didn't want to lose to a girl at that time. So I started to catch up. And my dad just saw that I got to tell him to slow down, but he didn't really do it in time. So I came to this double jump, and I didn't make the jump. So I kind of flew into the how can you explain this, like the upgoing? Yeah,
you kind of
I broke both of my shins.
But yeah, I guess both wheels ended either side of the top of the jump. That makes sense.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like it's I landed where the jump goes up,
Yeah.
And the impact just did my legs really dirty, so I broke both of my shins, and I was in the hospital for 2 months or something.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Was in wheelchair, and watching in the hospital, watching the first race of FIM. That one where Barry Baltus won the first.
Yeah,
Estoril.
I remember that. Yeah. He won on debut, didn't he? No, he got pole position on debut the year before. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I watched the first couple of races at home. And actually, already after, I think it took 3 months or something to get back, I was back at Barcelona. Started out crashing at the free practices, and in the races I also crashed because one guy, the bike turned off in front of me. It was in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And it turned off. I don't really know. And I couldn't really go anywhere, so I went into him, and then I crashed. So really bad start also to the comeback. Let's say.
Yeah, you got quite unlucky in that series. To be fair, I'm not slating you by the way, but you obviously scored 0 points in that championship.
My biggest goal in that championship was to score points.
Yeah.
And for the last race in Valencia, I was really, really close, and I was battling with 4 people or something for P13 or something. But I ended up I think I finished 16th or something. Just on the tip.
You got 18th, and then you had Nicola Carraro, Billy Van Aert was just ahead of you. Jason scored the last point, and then Bertel. Yeah. And Noguchi, oh my God, that's a name I've not heard in a while.
Noguchi, fucking hell.
Naruki Noguchi, oh my God.
Is he still riding?
I don't know, to be honest. It's a good question. Let's have a look. I'm going to go to the encyclopedia of Instagram. What's his name? Naruki. I heard his name the other week. I swear.
Years, man.
No, yeah, because
Gucci. What is he riding?
I swear, there was an announcement the other week of him racing for Nagashima's team.
You could be right, actually.
Noguchi. I googled his name the other week. He was in the Red Bull Rookies.
Isan Guawara is there as well, isn't he?
This is 2019. So you had
that would have been the
Jeremy
years on
Okava, Carlos Tatai, Artigas. There was that year.
He was way more on the front.
Yeah, Artigas. Yeah, when he got third place as a rookie.
I remember in 2018 for the last race in Valencia, I was battling with Dennis for like nearly the whole race. Dennis won too.
Yeah.
And Isan, I think Isan Guevara as well.
Did Guevara do a?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think he did a wild card or something.
Yeah, it was a wild card final race, and he came in as a rookie in 19 or 20, one of them, and smashed it.
Jeez. Yeah. I did not know that he came in as a rookie wildcard. So there we go. Sick. The Gucci was shit. This is gonna piss me off now. I literally googled him the other week.
And you didn't remember?
I remember the name. He was in the Asian talent team, right?
Yeah, and he raced with Yuki Kuni. He came third in the Red Bull Rookies. That was it. In 2019, he was third in the Red Bull Rookies. That's probably why I know him. And now, I don't know where he's riding now.
Probably not then, in that case.
There's these Japanese riders, they kind of come in, do their shit, and fuck off back to Japan.
Yeah.
Like Kuni's the latest, isn't he?
Yeah, Kuni's the latest, and then you got the other guy.
This guy, Gary Salim. I remember him from the Rookies.
Oh, Jerry Salim.
Now I don't know where's that.
He's in Indonesia now, but he was like 22 in the Red Bull Rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I got told that the limit was like 18 or something.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Well, like, Tarakon Braswari's like 21.
Yeah, Braswari's a weird one. It must be like some kind of, like...
Should maybe make a comeback.
Yeah, you should come back to the Rookies. Yeah, well, like, then obviously, after the 2019, you switched over to the Supersport bikes in the Spanish European Open 600 class. And I believe you won that on your first attempt. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a long story.
Okay.
Again, why switching? Because back in 2019, I did a wild card in Albacete on my 2017 Honda, which was actually not legal, but I still did the race. So I finished third, but I got disqualified because it was too light. It had the wrong fairings. My bike was 119 degrees during the race, and so it was just really like,
fucking hell,
it was just a race for like, if it broke, it wouldn't matter. But like, it kind of gave me some motivation, and like for the Moto3 season, like the rest of the season. But anyways, why I'm talking about that is because moving to 600 was like kind of a big, how can you say, like a decision I should take.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to do another year in 2020 on a Moto3 bike, and I had everything ready. I was ready, and I just felt like this was the year that I could prove that I was, a little bit like I could be at the top, maybe like top 10 or something. But still with my father, with my parents, and so on. But then the Corona came, and the Corona card, of course. But in the end, it was gonna be like only half a season or something. But still, we're gonna use the same amount of money. And running the team alone with my dad, it's just really expensive. Renovating the engine is just really expensive. So basically, we took this decision that I was gonna start with the Moto3. And then we moved. I took the decision to move to the 600 and do this 2020 season on totally low budget. So I digged up my 2007 Honda CBR, got the permission to start on the grid with his bike. Made it a little bit beautiful with some sneakers and so on because it looked really bad.
Yeah. I remember it. You're like the only one on a Honda, weren't you? Is that right? You're like one of maybe three on a Honda?
No, there was my teammate was also on a Honda. Was from 2009 or 13 or something. I don't remember, but he was also on a Honda. But yeah, then I did that year, and that was a year that gave me a lot of confidence, big motivation boost, I guess. Because I won the championship, and yeah, I don't really know how to explain it because it just came out of nowhere. I mean, yes, actually, my goal was to stay in top. Was it top 5 or something? There was 2 classes. I was in the open.
Yeah.
And there was the stock class as well. And obviously the stock guys are a bit quicker. I don't know why though, but not 2021. The open class was a bit quicker.
Yeah.
But my goal was to finish top 5 some races in the overalls, and at least top 3 in the open. And then in the end, I ended up fighting for the championship in the open class, and then actually sometimes finishing P2 in the overall and so on.
Fucking hell, mate.
So then suddenly I had the pace, for staying in the front, and I knew that the guys that was racing was not, it was like Oscar Gutierrez who was spinning the rookies as well, and
yeah, he's a good rider.
Yeah, and I think what did he finish this last year on 1,002nd or something?
Yeah, he was a rookie, didn't he? He won some races and things like that. I can't remember. You had some pretty. I can't
won
remember
the championship, won the Supersport championship already the year before, I think.
Yeah. He's rapid. I can't remember who else you raced against that year. It was the Spanish championship. Shit. I can't remember.
See, there comes the Spanish championship, and it's just nobody knows anything about it.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like ESBK, it's like no one knows shit about it apart from people who live in Spain. It's like, but like, whereas like BSB, for example, and Moto America, everyone knows about it, and like IDM, we all know about it. But ESBK is so like hidden away, isn't it? It's strange.
Yeah. I mean, the championship is really awesome. It's really similar to the FIMCV. Just like a little bit more of a, let's say, not as professional, but it's like the same concept.
Like open paddock and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it seems the level in it seems strong as well. You've got riders. I can't remember the champion. Who was the champion this year?
Borja Gomez.
That's it, yeah.
Champion.
He did quite well in the World Supersport 600 Championship, and he did the 300, I think. I can't remember. I know he did he did World Supersport, and he did good. And I believe by the end of the season, you were his teammate in the SP57 team. I can't remember.
No, he was in the Cardoso.
That's it. Yeah, he's in Cardoso, who are like killing it. They're winning everything.
Yeah, no, I was in the SP57 there with this guy Neil Roig, which I fought against in 2020 for the Open Championship.
Neil Roig. I'm looking at his profile now. Oh yeah, God Almighty, he looks terrifying. I've got a picture of him staring down. He looks fucking scary, dude.
Is this just like a nostalgia trip for you two now, rather than a podcast?
But like, yeah. So obviously you did that, and then you moved to the Yamaha this year, and you raced with the H53 team for most of the year.
43.
That's it. 43. I'm a fucking idiot. Is that your team? Was that your team?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Luckily not.
Yeah, I want to see why you split with them as well.
Okay, So this season has just been really hectic. I started off by nearly joining this team called Gas Racing Team, which was a new team that came in. Basically, just really like a team where they just put like so much effort and so much money into it.
Yeah. Oh, they follow me actually. Mattia Casadei they raced with, is that right? But yeah, they follow me for some reason. I don't know, you can't see that. But yeah, they follow me. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah. Oh, wait, was that I don't know. Carry on. I'm talking shit.
Anyways, I had tests with them and so on, and then suddenly, the team like closed down, let's say, and then they kind of got into some collaboration with Team Leclis.
Right. Okay.
And I had a few tests with them, and then that didn't really like go as planned, I guess. I was fast though. Like it was not really my like it was not my fault. Let's say.
Yeah.
They just stopped everything 4 weeks before the first race, and then I was really like, then I was stressed, and I was like, wow, what team am I gonna ride in? Am I gonna ride with myself and my dad then again or something? But then I contacted this team boss of H43, and he was really nice to let me join the team, and yeah, I felt really ready because I knew that the bike was fast and all that. You know, I felt it was a good team to join. And we did the season. The season started. I started out winning the first race of the season, and had pole positions as well. And then race 2, I had a wet like water patch for race 2 in Jerez, and then I crashed. So there's 0 points.
Yeah.
And then we went to Navarra for the second race of the season, and I just didn't feel comfortable because we never really found like a proper setup for the bike. They were kind of going their own way. We just, the whole season I just had a lot of problems with the bike. And it just made me really unfocused. And we had, I mean, I don't really know how much I can tell.
Yeah.
But let's say here's the thing: we arrived to Aragon race, the third. I think it's the third race weekend of the season, and we arrive on Thursday, and it's raining, but the forecast says that it's not raining like for the races and so on. So Thursday was raining, and the team boss decides that he doesn't want to let us out, us riders, in the rain because the chances there for you to crash, and we don't want that. But I'm here like everybody else. Alex View is going out. Danny Valle, Borja Gomez, the one who won the championship, and so on.
Yeah.
And there it was just really strange, because it's normal to go out even if it's wet.
Yeah.
So yeah, already there I was behind on track time and so on. So that was a little bit disappointing. But I ended up finishing the races in P3, both of them, I think.
Yeah.
And I mean, the season has just been so bad that I kind of forgot all about. And yeah, then where did we go to then? Then we went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
And we just had huge problems with the tires with Michelin. And I did a big crash in race 1, broke my right little toe.
Oof.
And did the second race with that. And it was really painful because when I'm in the right corners, I put pressure on my little toe, so it was just like painful in all the right corners. And the track is with the most right corners, so
of course,
yeah,
it was
that'll sting.
No, but then after that, I got these 2 wild cards. Did the wild card with Collier Racing, And I knew this team was just a brilliant team. You know, they've been a world champion and so on. So I was just really excited, and I took this weekend really relaxed, more relaxed than I imagined I would.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's the first time in the World Championship, and my goal was just to arrive there to the World Championship. I felt like, oh, I've completed my life, you know.
Yeah.
But this race weekend was really good for me because it gave me a lot of motivation, because it made me prove myself and to a lot of other people what my level is.
Yeah.
And not talking about that so much, going more back to the Spanish championship. I got all the information from Kalju that we worked on to get a proper setup to the bike, to the Yamaha. And the next weekend, I was gonna race there in Navarra again for the second last race of the ESPK.
Yeah.
The second last race weekend, sorry. We had this paper with the setup and so on, and we gave it to the team, and they just straight said, no, we're not going to use that.
No way.
Fucking hell.
So it was like, you know,
the fuck?
totally used.
Did they say why?
They said, it was better to start out with the setup that we did like last time. And I was just thinking to myself, well, last time I really didn't like the bike, so
yeah. So let me get this straight. You led a World Supersport race with the settings of Calio Racing, and we will talk about that weekend in a minute properly. So you led a World Supersport race with Calio Racing, who are world champions with Sandro Cortese a few years ago. And they gave you the information to take back to your Race Superbike team so you could use it at riding the same bike at the same track, and they told you no, don't use these settings that a World Championship winning team have given you.
Correct.
King hell.
Yeah.
Oh wow, big brain time over it.
That is literally the definition of shoot yourself in the foot. Jesus Christ.
Okay, but by the end of the weekend, they kind of, let's say, they said, okay, we can maybe try your setup on Friday.
Oh yeah, we'll give it a go. Might work.
And I was like, why not just use it now? And but yeah, they were just not corroborating that much. So I was doing a track with my dad and was like, fuck, man, this is really uphill, you know?
Yeah.
I was even already thinking of not showing up with the team for Valencia, but we just carried on. And that weekend in Navarra, was it Thursday or Friday? I don't remember what day it was, but I made a big high-sider. And I kind of... What part of my body did I hurt? I think it was my left ankle. And I went to the hospital. I went to a private hospital, and I got it like scanned, and nothing was broken. So I knew that, you know, I just needed to get to the what do you call this physio? Yeah, physio.
The physiotherapist,
to like loosen up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and she helped a lot, you know, with the ankle and made me able to bend it as much, because, you know, the left ankle is the one you use for the shifting down and shifting up.
Of course, yeah.
So
quite
really
important.
long weekend as well, arriving on the crouches and so on.
Yeah.
And then for race one, I tried something different, because in the World Supersport you have first gears longer. You can choose like between like different first gears, and they're longer than the stock ones.
Okay.
But I tried even though to put a longer gearing on and use the first gear on the stock bike, and for myself I felt like it was quicker.
Yeah.
But in the end I just teared up the rear tire like immediately after 7 laps or something. So I couldn't keep the pace with the front guys. then for race 2, we changed the settings, like the gearing actually only. So I just used second instead, and then I ended up winning that race, and it was just like, also another motivation booster because I didn't win a race since the first race.
Oh God, yeah, of course, yeah.
And it was really nice to because Borja, who won the championship, was really strong on that track. So winning over him on the last corner was just really nice. Mental difficult because I had to stay behind him because I knew I couldn't pull a gap. So I just stayed behind him and I chose to do it in the last corner. And actually, in the last corner, I used the first gear because I had to block pass him and we were slower. So that was really
full
cool. Well, listen. So when the weekend was over, we had a meeting with the team.
Yeah.
And the plan that we made was that we had to renovate this engine because it was on the limit on kilometers. And there was no problem. We were going to renovate it for the last... Well, now I'm actually mumbling because it wasn't the second last race. Anyways, so we would renovate the engine for the 2 last races, Valencia and Jerez. Sorry.
Right.
Yes. So then I go home to Denmark.
And you're like, fuck
and
this
I was
shit.
training a lot, and I was like, no, like I was ready now because I knew everything was gonna be good now. Then I arrived to Valencia. I was just ready to like kill everyone. I was gonna win this fucking shit because I still had the chance to win the championship.
Yeah, and you're like fired up going into the races now.
Exactly, and I did a test on Valencia a week before the race, and I did really good lap times, really good pace on my standard, on my stock Yamaha R6 bike that I'm using for testing and training, which I have in the van here in Spain. Nice. Not anymore though. So then we arrived there for the race, and Wednesday I'm just meeting the team, saying hello to the team, and then the first thing the telemetry man is telling me is, we didn't renovate the engine, so you're gonna have a really bad standard slow engine for the 2 practice days, Thursday, Friday. And I was just there like, come on, man. Like,
mate.
My motivation just went like,
boom. Straight to the floor.
Mate, I'd be pissed.
I'd have smashed some fucking pit boxes up, I would have.
Isaac Navarra style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that, I mean, that's what's going on inside my head, Yeah. Like, I was really angry, but you gotta stay calm in this situation. So I said, okay, well, I can't really do anything about it. So we did Thursday first practice. I didn't even give it a chance. So after this first practice, I was really slow. I was a whole second, 1.5 seconds slower than I did in the test the week before.
Yeah, on your stock bike.
Yeah, and when you arrive to the weekend, you should be fast from the beginning,
Yeah, session 1, especially in Spain. Like,
yeah, especially in Spain.
Yeah.
So then I went to my dad. He was in a motorhome, and I just said, we got to have a meeting with the team. So we had a meeting with the boss and the telemetry man, and we just asked the questions why we didn't, keep the plan, that we had, that we made in Navarra, that we're going to renovate the engine and so on. And with a lot of excuses.
They do.
Yeah. Seems as they do. Take your money and...
Then here's another really, really crazy thing. So then I asked out of the blue, I asked to the boss, why do I have this slow engine and which is not mine? Why don't we use my own engine? And why I'm saying that is because in Jerez, the first race, I'm using my own bike, right?
Right.
I have 2 Yamahas, and I had 2 Yamahas. And I had my own engine, and it was really fast. But after that weekend, the first race weekend of the season, they took out my engine and put theirs in, because they believed that it was quicker.
Right. Which it wasn't, clearly.
not really though.
Yeah.
But then for Barcelona round, my teammate, I think he destroyed his engine or something, and my dad noticed that they took his engine out, and guess which engine they put in his bike?
Oh, shocker!
Yours
was my own engine, yeah.
Well, like, wait. Your engine from your race bike, or the engine you brought from like your own engine?
Your own test bike engine?
No. Well, I have 2 Yamahas.
Yeah.
And the one Yamaha I'm using for the season.
Yeah.
And it has an engine, but they took it out. I still have my training bike.
Oh, okay. So
with other engines.
They took your race bike engine and put it in your teammates.
Yes.
Oh,
without saying anything. It's really difficult not mentioning names and so because yeah. So we just kept being quiet after this Barcelona weekend, and they used it for Barcelona, Navarra, and the first free practice of Valencia. But I just asked him straight out, why is my engine in my teammate's bike and not in my bike? You know,
when you're doing better than them in championship as well.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really have anything to do with that. It's just, it's my engine. Then why not using my own engine, because it's quick,
Yeah.
I had the quickest top speed in Jerez for the first race. So they chose to use their shit, completely whack engine, and not using mine. Okay, so he said like, no, this is not your engine, and I was like, yeah, obviously, yeah, because the engine numbers in there,
Yeah, it's pretty a giveaway, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because there's an engine number, like what if you welded inside of the engine or something.
Yeah.
And we've already took pictures and so on of it, so
nice.
We kind of had a proof.
Yeah.
And then they said, yeah, well, it could be a mistake from the mechanics in the workshop, and I was like, no, because you have a spec sheet every weekend and you write in the engine number. I know that from what engine you're using, so they're kind of caught, in 4K.
Red-handed, yeah. Caught in 4K.
So then they kind of just said, okay, well, no. Wait, it's really difficult to explain because there's so many like different. Well, basically, we didn't use. Wait. How can I explain this in a good way? Just so it doesn't sound bad at all.
I don't think there is a good way, is there?
No, that's the difficult part. So basically, they didn't renovate the engine, right? And we talked with them, and I said, well, basically this engine which wasn't renovated was the fastest engine. And they said, well, basically it could last for Friday practice, Saturday races and qualifying, and Sunday races, and then maybe also Jerez.
Right.
So,
maybe.
So then I said, okay, but why do you want to, like, they wanted to put this engine in for the qualifying of Saturday, but what if something was wrong with the engine,
Yeah.
Like, what if it doesn't? What if it didn't work? So we pushed them to put in that engine for Friday practice.
Is that your own engine? Then?
No, not yet.
Okay.
They took it out and it was a spare engine.
Right.
And they put the shit engine that I wrote with in my teammate.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, big mess. So then for Friday, free practice 3 and free practice 4, I had the team's fast
good
engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was not renovated. For free practice 3, I did 5 laps and the engine broke.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, and I went back to the pit box, and the first thing I said to my telemetry man was like, "Well, what's good that we tested it now and not for qualifying, huh?" And he just didn't answer it. So then obviously we had a plan B. Was my engine finally, and we tested it. Free practice 4 was starting to rain, and I just did a couple of laps. I think I did 8 laps or something, and the engine felt really good. You know, I had the torque and so on, and was just finally I have a bike which is running well. And then we arrived to the qualifying on Saturday. I did 1 lap and then the engine broke.
Oh, mate.
and then like my what do you call, like I just, I said, okay, that's it. That's the
breaking point.
Yeah, I went straight to my motorhome. My family, my mom, my dad, my sister was there as well. And I just said, I'm done. I'm done with all this.
Yeah.
Because probably I haven't told all the specific things which has been going on.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things. But basically that was just the end. That was the limit I arrived to. And, I just seeing my championship falling apart because of that,
Yeah.
So we kind of pulled out my test bike from my van.
Yeah.
And we went straight up to the what do you call them? The directors.
Race directors.
Race directors.
Yeah.
And we said, I went up alone.
Yeah.
I went up really emotional, and I just told them, please, can I just, I don't want to be in this team anymore. I just broke 2 engines in 2 days, and I'm done. I mean, I can't do it anymore. And I started crying, and it was really hard,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I haven't told anything to the team yet. Like, they still think I'm in the team.
Yeah.
Because we had to play it smart,
Yeah.
Because if you play the wrong cards, then you can get screwed really quickly.
Yeah.
With these kind of teams, and I got the permission to start with my own bike, and we had some parts from which was not legal, so we had to take them off, and we had to get these parts from the team.
Oh.
So we lied to them and said that, hey, we have the permission to go with my bike. So could you please take these parts off this bike and we will put it on ours. And by the time we got parts and fixed the bike, the boss came over and said that he got told that I quit the team and so on, and actually lied to us and said that we have told the stewards that they were a dangerous team, but I never said that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just lying, and
yeah, it shows what it's
like. It doesn't work, does it?
No.
But I just said, yeah, that's true. I said that I left the team, and it is what it is. But I never said that you're a dangerous team and all that. And then they left, and we didn't see them until just before the race one, that they begged us for racing with their fairings because of the sponsors and so on. It would look bad for them. So we were kind and said, yeah, we can race with your fairings.
Mm.
Then I also save my fairings if I crash.
Yeah, if you crash,
No, but then I started P27 or something because I had to do a lap, for the qualifying.
Yeah.
So I jumped on my teammate's bike with my transponder and did 3 laps. It was really shit bike. But I managed to start P27, and then for race 2, I had to start P5. I finished P5 in race 1. Hell of a race, a lot of overtakings. But then I started P5, and I guess you kind of know the story. I did the race 2, and then first lap, I think it was, I did a massive high sider.
Saving your
and my own training bike burned, catch fire, and
shit, yeah, no, I remember that now.
Yeah,
shit,
now you said it. Yeah,
I remember the crash. That was a horrific crash. Absolutely,
yeah, a really scary one.
You got lucky there, man. So lucky.
Yeah, waking up some thoughts,
Yeah. Bloody hell, yeah. And then obviously you switched teams for the last round of the season and got on the podium a few times, I believe, and finished the championship in 3rd overall.
Yeah.
After that team switch, which is good.
That's right. There's a lot of other things I can tell about it, but it's just
it's not worth it, is it?
This podcast to be 7 hours long.
Yeah.
So obviously,
I feel like this season has been longer than my whole career.
Yeah, I bet. I'm not surprised. So now, obviously, you're moving over to a Ducati V2 this year. Actually, no. Scrap that for a minute. You made your debut in World Supersport this year.
I was just about to say, hang on, you missed something big there.
And holy fucking shit, you tore the shit up about Navarra. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, the commentators, mate, were going mental for this Simon Jespersen. He's absolutely doing madness. And you were like leading the race. You were battling with Domi Agate. You were racing against, I can't remember who was in front of the race now. God, like Randy Krummenacher,
Luca Banati, Krummenacher, I don't know.
Everybody.
A lot of people,
Stephen
what was really funny.
Started off really well.
Yeah, what was really funny was Deck was there in our group chat, and literally my phone. Bzz, 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 bzz. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was going pretty crazy in the group chat, I can't lie, man. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, oh my god. Yeah, it was absolutely bonkers. And then you did it in race 1, and then you did it in race 2 as well, proving that, you can do it.
Yeah. I mean, bro, the practices was just enough. I mean, I was ready to just go home after the free practice 1, because I finished P4. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I had to stay home.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can get too excited and then you just do bad for the next one.
Yeah.
But then the whole week was just amazing. And race 1, I did a really good start. I think first corner was 3rd or something.
Yeah.
Starting from P8 to 3rd, and I was like, whoa, what am I doing here? I don't belong here. And it was really the longest race of my life. It was 20 laps, really hot. And I was just keep thinking like, I can't do a mistake. I'm in a world championship team and all that. It's just really so many thoughts in a whole weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of thought to myself like, damn, can I do this kind of start again? And like the whole starting procedure, like being there in the top. And I made sure not to think that, maybe people thinking like, can he do it again or something.
Yeah.
I was really good, like keeping those thoughts away. And then for race 2, fucking hell, starting P7, and I took the whole shot, and I was like, bro, what?
I'm leading World Supersport race.
I was like, yeah. I mean, no, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, but where is everybody? Because
they all crashed.
Yeah, but then I went half a lap, and then Ode came on the inside. I was like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, they are there. Damn.
Yeah, but I just fought the whole race. Like fuck Kerry Gasulo, what a rider. He's really aggressive. I think I touched with 5 riders or something. Yeah, it was just really nice experience, and I can't wait to hopefully get back in that paddock. Because I feel like I belong there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
you
proved you deserved it. Obviously, you were meant to be. You should have. You were aiming to race there this year, shall I say? But obviously, things get in the way. Money.
Money wise. Yeah.
Always the world goes around money, but you have bagged yourself. Obviously, actually, no. you obviously impress Mr. Dominic Agata to let you then ride his 10 kart bike at Catalunya as well.
Yeah.
What was that
like? Another good week.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that weekend was well, I was also ready to do really, really good results and so on, but it turns out that, you know, I think I kind of had to ride with Domi's setup, and it just didn't really fit me. I was struggling the whole weekend to find grip in the rear, and that weekend I didn't really feel like the team was cooperating so much with me to solve this problem. So I kind of had to deal with it myself, and try and adapt to this bike, try and adapt to Dominic's riding style, which is extreme, like
the head thing,
unique.
Well, I wasn't doing that because then I can't see where I'm going.
You know what the fuck? Nice piece of tarmac there.
Yeah,
looking at your fairings on the way around, like
nice sponsors.
Yeah, well, look at that.
No, but yeah, I mean, I in the end, I just did my best, and I tried to enjoy the whole weekend as much as I could, even though I expected to do better, of course. But anyways, I took points in all the wildcards races that I had. The race one with Tinkaid, kind of their fault. I got a penalty because I left the pit lane too early or something, because it was like back to back. What do you call it? Like
quick start procedure.
Yeah.
Because it
started raining.
Soaking you out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
always rains in Catalonia.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't know. When was the last time? I don't know.
Even
anyway,
though in Valencia.
Yeah. No, but anyways, the weekend has been just, you know, so I learned a lot. I learned a lot from seeing Domi's riding style, and you know, how to ride an R6 was just really insane to see how quick you can shift down the gears. And there's many things that I actually thought that, whoa, this is actually necessary to do, you know?
Yeah.
Stop the bike as quick as possible. And so
yeah, you learnt a lot, and now you're carrying that over to the Italian Supersport Championship this year.
Indeed.
On the Ducati, with a hell of a lot of talent in that championship, may I just say. Some bloody big riders. Obviously, you got the Fellinis, you got the Mattia Casadei, you've got, oh god, I'm running out of names, Andy Bedoya's there.
To be honest, I don't even know who's in the championship.
Do you not?
No,
oh my god.
No, nobody. I had this test, you know,
yes.
again, and not long ago, I tried the Ducati for the first time, and I must say, damn it.
Tell me about it. Come on.
What a beast. I mean, I had to run in the engine the first day, so it was kind of, you know, a little bit sad because I couldn't, you know, give it 100% the first try on it. But then I did two sessions, and I got the permission from actually my dad to go quicker and getting up in the refs, and so, but still I felt like kind of it's not that quick, and so okay, this is a stock bike, it's just for training.
Stock
V2, and I was really disappointed about the power and how it was, you know, pulling out of the corners and so on. But then
I think I can see where this is going.
After the third session, I went into the menu of the dashboard and I realized that the anti-wheelie was on full and the traction control was on full and the engine power was on medium or something. So I took everything off, and I swear I screamed down the whole straight. The power was insane.
Yeah, bad.
Really insane. Yeah, because I mean, okay, now it sounds really like a MotoGP bike. It's not like that, but like compared to an R6, it's just really, like, the torque is insane.
Well, you got 455 extra horsepower under the bonnet. Yeah, like these things are fucking quick. Just
Yeah, I mean the CC really makes the bike a lot easier to ride because you don't have to be that aggressive on the throttle before the ref comes there. But still, the ref only arrived to 11,000 RPM or something.
11.2, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think they'll limit it because it's a little bit overpowered.
Yeah, that was going to be my question to you. Actually, is like you're one of the few who's actually like ridden it, coming off an R6.
I mean, well, but still, Kallio was there, Kallio Racing, and they were riding with Patrick Hobelsberger on the World Supersport, bike that I was riding on in Navarra. And that weekend, I was 10 kilometers quicker on the straight back then than everybody else.
Yeah.
Same as Verti Takala. He was also the second quickest. So I knew that bike, the fastest for sure. Okay, Bardell also has a quick bike, but I was just thinking like the difference I think is not that big from a super sport bike to this bike.
Yeah.
So basically what we're going to see this year is instead of it being a Yamaha Cup in World Supersport, it's going to be a Ducati Cup.
Well, I don't really know because Yamaha is also, I think they're going to get a few other things that they can put on the bike and do it a little bit better, like the blipper and so on.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if they can do a little bit more on the engine or something. But still, we have to downgrade with the Ducati, and they have to upgrade, which is a bike that is already on the limit.
Yeah, it's true.
But I know that a super sport bike delivers around 140 horsepower.
Yeah.
And the Ducati has 144.
Oh.
So the difference is not,
and
it's not really big.
Yeah,
it's the way it delivers it.
Yeah, and although you might have the extra power, I guarantee maybe the R6 is faster in the corners, for example. Like corner entry, maybe. I'm just theorizing.
Definitely the weight. The weight, I could definitely feel the whole the after the 3 days I was done.
Yeah.
But also, I haven't been riding a big bike for more than a month.
Yeah.
So I also had to get used to that, But definitely, you could feel the 10, 15 kilos more in the braking. So I think that's also a little bit minus for the Ducati, but it's a really nice bike.
The other question getting in the gym and getting stronger.
Did have was how do you do you reckon the Ducati's going to look after his tires better because obviously it's a more gentle power delivery being the twin?
Yeah, definitely, and I also spoke with the team about it because we used a lot of tires this test in Cartagena, and I think that with the Ducati you have to be a lot smoother on the throttle,
right?
Because, like I said, the moment you just put a little bit of throttle, the torque is just there, and you just make the tire spin. So you have to be really careful on not making the tire spin, and take care of the let's say tire wear.
Okay. That's what I was quite interested in.
It's going to be interesting, to see if what the minus is going to be. See if they can last a whole race of 20 laps. I think it's not going to be a big problem, but it'll be fun.
You'll be able to put yourself up against some of the Supersport boys as well because every year, before the World Supersport season starts, they always some of the Supersport boys always wild card over in the Chiv.
I saw Manuel was taking a wild card there, and like you said, Frederic Caricasula as well, and so the level's quick.
The old Puccetti team did, didn't they?
Locatelli was doing it, winning races and shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. And Locca was a second and a half quicker than anybody, wasn't he?
What, Locatelli?
Yeah, that race he did at Mugello.
Yeah, he got poled by nearly 2 seconds.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, really? It's Super Sport year 2020. Yeah.
2020, when he won
wild card.
That's back then.
Yeah,
this is another year.
And he absolutely pissed it.
Yes.
No, the funny thing actually was that there was another Ducati V2 in Cartagena, and he rode the Italian Ducati Trophy Supersport Cup or something. I don't know really what it's called.
Oh, shit!
Like it'd be the equivalent of the Tri-Options Cup in Britain.
It'd be like it's the same one that Lucas Savadori racing, I think. Am I right? And Nicola Spinelli.
Spinelli.
It's only with Nicola Spinelli. Yeah. And this guy who was there, well, it was not him. It was like Ciapretti or something. I don't know how to pronounce the Italian.
Italian names, you know.
Something like that. But he was there, and he's actually the guy who won that championship. But I was a whole second and a half quicker.
Fucking hell, dude.
so I was like, bro, what? I can't really like figure out the level, you know.
So are we saying now Simon Jespersen 2021 champion?
No.
I think that's what we just heard, yeah.
Yeah, it's happening now. You said it. Well, you haven't said it. I've said it. No. It's happening now.
Yeah, but it was just funny to see like a rider which I think I'm probably going to ride against, and which has already done a whole year on the bike, and then I'm just coming there for 3 days and
smoking the shit out of him.
Yeah, kind of. Well, he did actually, because he crashed out of the straight in the morning when the curbs was wet and his bike catched on fire. It's okay though.
That's good.
Yeah.
At least he's all right, you know.
Yeah.
So, are there any World Supersport races planned for you, or will it be a case for like replacement rides, or?
For now, yeah, they promised me that I'm gonna get around 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, so Simon Jespersen Supersport winning now.
Simon Jespersen, 3 times Supersport winner.
Yeah. The tracks is not confirmed yet, but I really want to go Assen. Because I'm really in love with Assen and always been kind of quick there. So, and then now it's a shame that Navarra is not going to be written on.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah, I never understood that actually. Like when it wasn't on the calendar again. Like it's a hell of a track.
Yeah. It's a great track.
I realized yesterday. I was about to plan myself which wildcards I'm going to get, and I was like, no, Navarra.
Oh man,
we'll
go Catalonia and. I think an Italian track, Mugello. No, they didn't race there. Misano. There you go.
Misano. I think Misano would be a good choice because I'm having a test. Actually, I was invited now with. I'm invited by Ducati for March. A test in March. Yeah. Only with like Ducati MotoGP riders and World Superbike riders and so on.
So,
nice.
You're going to be riding with like Pecco Van Nyer and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So now what we're saying is Simon Jespersen, best Ducati rider as well.
No, imagine the V2 on top. No.
That would be scenes.
No, but yeah, it would also be a track that I obviously would take a wild card on, because also in the first weekend of April is the first race of the Italian Championship, and that's in Misano. So
yeah,
take
it.
It
would be.
Yeah, it'd be great. I think I'm running out of questions, and
I have
an hour and a half.
I do have one. I read somewhere your racing hero is Johan Zarco.
Yeah, that's true.
Why? I don't mean it horribly. Like, just he seems a very conventional choice.
Making my story really short, because it's long as well. But the winter tests that I did on my European Talent Cup back in 2015, Saka was there also for winter training, and we did like this kind of for fun race.
Yeah.
With bike promotion, it's a track day, and he randomly came over to me while we were done, and he basically just talked to me like if it was like a normal person conversation, and he started learning me telling me that I should start learning using the rear brake and so on, and he went even out on track with me and rode like behind me and just looked at me and see how I was doing and so on, and he explained me some stuff about how to do stuff on the bike.
That's pretty cool.
And then from there, I mean, I've just I don't know how to explain it. It's just I feel like this person is.
You just like to see your mate do well, kind of thing.
Yeah, you felt like I'm trying to think of the word. Like, is it an affinity to someone? I'm googling it.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
yeah, like an affinity
like,
to him.
Like if he'd been a dick, you wouldn't support him, would you? It's one of those.
No, but like I feel like if it was another rider, for example, they probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
you know?
he went out of his way to help you, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like you don't hear about him. Like Zarko he's a top bloke. He's a top guy, you know. But you don't hear about these things from him because he doesn't go out and go, "Hey, by the way, I helped what were you then, like 15-year-old kid on how to ride his bike," because he's quite a humble guy, I think.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's really calm. I mean, I met him when I was in the rookies, and then I just met him here at the Cartagena test, and he still remembers me, and we just have like a chill talk, so it's really nice to like have this kind of connection, or what do you say? I mean, I'm not up against him all the time, best friends, but
so
he doesn't even. I'm really sad that he doesn't follow me on Instagram.
Does he not?
No, he doesn't.
Well, start a petition.
Well, I follow you on Instagram, so I'm sure that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to start a petition. Put it in your story.
His riding style is just insane. I mean, so aggressive. Yeah. And I felt really bad for him when he moved to KTM, all the hate that he got. And
undeserved.
Yeah, undeserved.
Yeah, and he handled it really well, and
he did.
Reached out on social media and so on. So
he did well. Like, fair play to him. Shit, I just realised I haven't posted on my page today. Fuck. Well, I haven't posted in a few hours.
Oh, love you.
Oh no. Anyway, I probably have more questions to you, but my mind has just gone blank. It's probably about midnight where you are. You probably want to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go to Madrid tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'll probably wrap this up here, but we'll definitely have you on again at some point.
I think there's a lot of other things to explain.
There's a lot of stories to
talk about.
This is just a taster.
You need to push this now on your social media. Get this podcast. Get some views on this podcast with your huge fan base.
There's Danish people listening to it, so it's quite cool. I think I can get some people on it.
Do you have a big following in Danish? I was going to say Danish in Denmark.
In the start, no. But since I got after the wild card in Navarra, it's been growing a lot, and it's been way easier to find sponsors. But still, the racing the racing world in Denmark is just really bad, and nobody really knows about it.
Yeah.
Mostly track day riders are following me and so on.
Yeah, of course.
So,
understandable. Well, we'll definitely ask you more questions next time, because I'm quite tired as well. I am, and I can literally see you getting so tired.
Yeah, the problem is we're like nodding dogs.
Yeah, you're struggling to stay awake. So we will end this here. But it's been very nice to have you on, Simon, to tell some stories and give some.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you, and give some scoop on the what happened between you and the team. I'm sure people will be interested to listen to that.
You can clickbait the fuck out of that title.
Yeah, I'm clickbaiting the shit out of this. Why did Simon Jespersen's team steals engine?
Okay, can I tell you one last thing? Last thing. Okay, so I made a post.
Yeah.
And this post I wrote some stuff which the telemetry man didn't like.
Yeah.
And he said that he didn't like it, so he put a password in the box of the Yamaha. There's like a Medtronic box where you can do all this telemetry stuff. He put a password in it, and if I didn't pay him 500 euros, he wouldn't give the password to me. But it's so stupid, because then I just went to SP57, the other team that I joined for the last race, and he just restarted this program of Medtronic, and then I didn't need any password, so it was kind of mission failed from him.
So you wanted 500 euros for a password from you to access the telemetry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have had 3 words for him.
Can't mention any names.
No. Fucking hell, dude.
No,
what a shithole. So, well, at least you're leaving that championship now and on to bigger, better things over on the Ducati in Italia.
Pizza and pasta. And,
yeah. Don't get too fat, mate. You need to be, well, like, get bulking, you know, for the bigger Ducati, but, you know.
Yeah, don't skip arm day.
Yeah, and say hi to Mihail
no,
for
I heard
me.
this. I heard this. Mihail,
Yeah. Go on.
You gotta get me on the podcast.
Yeah. So what were you saying? You heard what?
Well, I don't remember. No. Yeah, I heard the saying that if you eat pasta in Spain, you go faster.
Yeah, pasta makes you go faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony currently lives by that, so yeah.
Yeah, get used to that cuisine. But yeah, we'll end this one now. So yeah, it's been nice to have you on for episode 43. It's quite apt that your number is 43. Yeah, thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully we'll have you on again sometime in the future as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
you're welcome. Yeah, thank you for letting me join. Also,
it's
telling a little bit of my story.
It's your first ever podcast, isn't it?
Very first podcast, am
I? Oh,
to be honest, I've been a little bit nervous, but
you don't have to be nervous for me. It's just me.
Ooh, best friends.
Yeah.
But, nice one.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's been nice to be here.
Yeah, it's good. It's been good. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If anyone is still listening to this far, thank you. But yeah, we'll be back next time. So thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Bye.